I've never been in so much rain in all my life. It's in the clouds. It's like a sheep exploded. Big massive hailstones. Ah. And it's soaking wet. Like the one thing you can't get wet. I don't know how it's gotten this wet. Assalamu alaikum. I'm at the Lake District doing a hike from Keswick all the way to Buttermere. It's going to be about a 30-mile round trip, I would say. Really looking forward to it. Already managed to mess things up. Managed to walk about half a mile in the wrong direction. The weather's turned! I've decided I'm going to have to adjust route. I'm not even a quarter of the way up to where I wanted to get to. The weather is just getting worse and worse the higher up I go. I don't want to slip and fall somewhere. I'm going to have to find an alternate route, but this is part of the adventure, yeah? You can't always get exactly what you want. Rather than going up there and over, around, follow this path around the edges of it. Proper Worcester. Five miles to go. I've never been in so much rain in one time in all my life. I mean, look at it. Drowned it, man. Really amazing coat. But it's starting to yield. Buttermere, 4.5 miles. It is much nicer than walking on the road. I don't know why, but walking on the road is just boring. Now a bit of uphill and downhill. Yeah, this is much nicer. This is it. This is what we want. I'm heading into the valley. This is what I was after, alhamdulillah. If I'd have gone up in the hills, I wouldn't be able to see now. It's in the clouds. So, alhamdulillah, how things work out. I might have to double take on this one because apparently I go the end here and then up there, and it's all that slate type rock, which is just awful. And then across there, I guess that's the trail there, and up and up and up and up. And it just keeps going up. I'm going to head up there. Maybe I should have stayed on the road. Hindsight. Oh man, I really messed up there. I went up there thinking I could go down the other side. Of course I couldn't go down the other side. It was all farmers field, so I've had to come back down again to the same place as I was before. Check this out. It looks like a sheep exploded. Look at it. Sheep exploded. I'll probably spend about an hour and a half on a diversion trying to find a shortcut, a nice scenic route to Buttermere. Didn't quite pan out. Long road slog. It's not quite as enjoyable, but like I was getting nowhere. Public footpaths can be dangerous. Hey, don't like hail, big massive hailstones. Look at it. Ah. Still got a while to go yet, but I've done about probably 11 miles so far. I am beat. Road hiking is just not the most fun. Finally, I made it. 13 miles. Just managed to make it to the Site Farm tea room in time. Got myself a vegan pie and a vegan roll. I don't know what that's going to be like. And yeah, gotta find the campsite now. Oh, managed to get in my tent in Buttermere, but it's so like crazy out there. So windy. At least I'm at a campsite for that rather than up in the hills. I can't even imagine the wind up in the hills tonight. Crazy amount. Alhamdulillah. Just so tired. Look at the state of me. Look at this. Look at that. It's such a good thing I put on the waterproof trousers. I wasn't even going to pack them. I don't know how this has happened. I've had everything inside dry bags inside my bag. I used a waterproof cover for my bag. I take my sleeping bag out of this dry bag and it's soaking wet. Like the one thing you can't get wet. I've never heard anything like it. I don't know how it's gotten this wet. So that is not going to be warm at all to sleep in. So maybe just down at the foot area it might not be very good, but the head bit is completely sodden, absolutely soaked through inside. Look, How has that got so wet? There's no way for me to dry it except unless I book into a hotel. So how has that happened? They put it inside a dry bag for a reason. They're called dry bags for a darn reason. This is turning out to be a bit of a disaster. I don't know. Gonna have to make do. The problem is this could mess up the rest of the whole trip. I'm tempted to go and have a look to see if there are any hotels open and then just churn up the heat. I can't think of any other way. I failed. I am now in a hotel room. Absolutely gorgeous. Not a tent. Like, it wasn't going to dry, the sleeping bag. I had to bite the bullet, you know, cost an arm and a leg for a superior twin room. And it has radiators, which is all I need to dry things on. Hopefully, it also has a swan hairdryer. Yes, we are in business. Oh, the drying room. It just isn't gone right, man. Alhamdulillah. Morning. Assalamu alaikum. I'm feeling very refreshed today. Everything's sorted out. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast and then I'm up back into the hills. I say back. Didn't quite make it into the hills yesterday, but yeah, look. Everything is dry. Yeah. And I even got to dry my boots as well. Alhamdulillah. To make sure what happened yesterday does not happen again, because I've got a few days left, I asked the restaurant to kindly give me a bin liner, so I'm going to put it in that. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Not messing about this morning. Straight up Sour Milk Gill to get up tops. First place I'm gonna stop at will be something tarn, which will be on the screen there or there or somewhere. After that onto Red Pike and High Stiles, then down towards the haystacks area. So no messing about. The weather is absolutely, it's wonderful. It's perfect weather because I've got a lot of steps. Oh, it brings back memories. It's like Weller Crag all over again. Alhamdulillah. To give you an idea about my original plan, I don't know if you can see those hills in the background descending down into Buttermere there. In that awful weather, I was going to be climbing over these hills. Looks very precarious. I mean, it's just a ridge along there, coming over to this bit here and then descending down. And yeah, the descent actually looks quite gradual. But can you imagine how slippy it would have been as well? And then down and down and down and down and down and into Buttermere. Some things just don't go quite to plan. Alhamdulillah, one thing I learned on this trip so far, I mean, look at this. Is that you have your own plans, but Allah has his plans. Well, yesterday, everything that went wrong, the fact that I decided not to come and then I did the road walk and then got absolutely drenched and everything else. My sleeping bag getting wet and stuff, ending up spending a night in the hotel. That night in the hotel has made me so refreshed for today. I can really enjoy it, and look at this weather, it's glorious. SubhanAllah. So I'm just I'm feeling so grateful right now. Let's just say that. Alhamdulillah. Allah's plans are the blessed plans. Don't ever deny that. And that's a reminder to myself. Richard, hey, it's for you, mate. You just have to remember that. Look at that little tree, isn't it cute? That probably was sheep poo at one time, or was inside a sheep poo. What am I talking about? So I'm here at Bleaberry Tarn. I think it's Bleaberry Tarn, but it is absolutely freezing in there. Should I go in? I'm not sure because it is so cold up here as well. The temperature's really dropped. Sun's not out. It's so nice.